Let's talk about how to make your online work accessible for all learners using Screencastify. So this is a slide or an assignment that my students needed to use for sixth grade history. In this case, they needed to label a map with ancient Sumerian city-states. My students know that in every slide, if there's help or read aloud information provided, that it will be highlighted in yellow and it'll be a link to click on. For example, some students were going to struggle with this part of the assignment. All they need to do is to click on this video link and they can watch me solve some of these problems, label part of the map, give them some extra directions, some modeling for them to imitate or to follow. Students who don't need that link simply pass it on by. Another example is the second part of this assignment did have a lot of text. And for the students to be successful with this, they need to be able to read the list of food. So a very easy thing to embed is just a read aloud link. And so they'll see the exact same slide as their peers, but they will hear me reading along so that they can understand the information. Same thing with this last slide. The directions were really text heavy. So there's a read aloud link here. And in some of these, like in this example, I do provide a few answers or fun examples. And when the students can depend on that, sometimes that's their carrot and gives them a little more motivation to click on that for help because they know that they're going to kind of get some insider information. In order to do this, you just in your editing mode, after you've made your Screencastify, I've got a bazillion here, just choose one. If you've published it to YouTube, just grab your link. If not, go ahead and do so. Grab the link, and you can also just copy your shareable link from your drive. It's up to you. This was probably a poor example because it's untitled, but let's just pretend, go with it. So copy your link, come back to your slide, and I'm just going to add a text box here. I'm going to paste the link. I don't want it to say that because that doesn't tell them to get help. So I'm going to highlight that, and you can use Control K or your little link button here. And I'm going to change this to say read aloud, help. My students know that mine will always be highlighted in yellow, so I'm going to make that consistent. Maybe I'll make it nice and bold so it's easy to find. Agree with your kids, the best place to find it. Make sure you point out the help is always yellow or the help is always blue. Make it consistent. It's easy to do, and it helps everybody be able to access the same information.